Girl.
Tell me, would you still care about me?
Go ahead, let me hear you one more time.
Tell me, would you still care about me?
Countdown. 30, 29.
We should just make the start time 7:30 now. I feel like.
Come on. Welcome everyone to another live edition of We Love Rare Grooves, coming to you from the studios of the Tiny Room here in Los Angeles, Inglewood, California. Inglewood. We're with a live studio audience. I'm your host, C. Moses. We do it every Tuesday night here, where we bring you the magic of the music and the music of the magic. And this is where you'll find the stories from all of the legends and their music, as we do here. They say the B-side, but I just say it's the groove side, as we do on Monday nights, brought to you by our sponsors, Bell Navis Wine and Spirits. Get it today. Also, brought to you by the Donley Jazz Festival coming up.
Yeah.
April 29th and 30th here in Carson, California, featuring Layla Hathaway in the house.
In the house. And Marcus Miller, right?
And Marcus Miller. We should have them on in a couple of weeks or so, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And also Sweet Life SoCal Digital Magazine with their spring edition. Go to sweetlifesocal.com. And then don't forget, Cool Mo D is coming for the Black History. No, is it the Black Music Festival now?
There you go.
Right, it was the Black History, but we have to delay it here in California because of the weather.
Yeah.
But they'll be here. Cool Mo D, Loose Ends, and also Climax.
Nice.
And all you got to do is
we've
go.
had, except for Cool Mo D, we've had him on the show.
And we will be interviewing him on the 11th of April here in the Tiny Room. So join us as we do every Tuesday night here. And I want to first introduce my great cast and crew before we start all this, and we do it. Can't do it without the man in the music. That's DJ Reg.
Hey.
DJ Reg.
Happy
What's going
Tuesday.
on? Happy Tuesday to you, DJ Reg. Tell him, man, you DJing on different streamings, right? Every day? Is it every day?
I'm on Twitch, Facebook.
Yes.
When they cut me off. Twitter. They got this new platform, Kick.
Oh, really?
It's a new platform called Kick. So I'm on there too.
And have DJ Reg come DJ a party for you.
I can do your Zoom party. I can do whatever. You know,
Okay.
we can do it all.
And he does it with videos.
Yeah.
All day long.
Videologist.
Yes.
And then we have the consultant of the show, my main man. You got to know your
Robert.
soul. Robert, you got to know your soul, baby. You got a new book coming out for us in 2023?
No. I'm just talking for a living, and it's good. We're going to be doing some big things in the Tiny Room today. We got a real musical professional today. And you know, professional.
Professional, I said.
Professional. Professional.
Well, I say that because a couple people can sing, a couple people can play the piano, a couple people, this brother can do it all. And so we got some magic up in here tonight, so I'm pretty excited.
All right. And then, without further ado, the beautiful, talented, and the wonderful co-host, Miss Shantini Irie. Hey. One day,
Hey.
we're going to find out.
What's happening? We're going to find
Right, we're going to find what's happening
You've been
with
looking
Rob.
for that for like how many years now?
Since we've been here. Soundbite,
now.
Julian. Max Julian soundbite. Fine. Hey, 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 from What's Happening, 1974 TV series. Not tonight. Not tonight. So, man, let's get it started here. Let's get this party started. I want to thank our studio audience and everyone who's tuning in all across the globe for this edition of We Love Rare Grooves. Tonight, we got this guy's a producer, keyboardist, songwriter, arranger. He got projects all over the world. He's his own CEO of K-Flow Projects, LLC. He is produced and written. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
For many, are ready? Chaka Khan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Babyface.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Donnie Osmond.
Oh, Donnie
What? Who?
Osmond.
Donnie Osmond.
That's
right.
crossover.
Okay,
Right.
crossover.
You mean one bad apple, Donnie Osmond?
Yeah, that one.
Keep going down. Dionne Warwick, Gladys
Yeah.
Knight, Tina Marie, Jeffrey Osborne, Pointer Sisters, who he's currently touring with,
Wow.
Jennifer Hudson, Howard Hewitt, Hilary Duff, Jamie Foxx, the Crusaders. Do I have to continue on, man? He's been involved performing and providing music for several TV projects, and also American Idol. And he was behind the scenes when Roseanne Barr had her talk show.
Oh, wow.
You know?
Really?
I mean, he was
I'm
doing his
telling you,
thing.
you got that crossover money. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
Well,
Yeah.
that,
He got
that
that
brother
right.
got skills, okay?
Whole lot of skills dealing with rock. Oh, yeah, a little bit.
Man, he's been in the contemporary jazz genre and worked with some great artists, as we just said. But right now, we're going to welcome to the Groove Studios, the one and only with his own show, the K-Flow Show, is Kevin Flournoy here in the Groove Studios. Welcome, my man. Welcome to the Groove Studios, baby.
Kevin.
Glad to be here. Glad
Man.
to be here. Been looking forward to this.
I'm glad we connected, man. How did we connect? I reached out to you or you reached out to me?
Yeah, it was through social media.
Okay.
I think you might have been watching some of the things that's been going down.
I
We
was watching
definitely
right
were.
there.
We definitely stalking you. We for sure. We have no shame in the fact that we do that.
Stalking,
None
Right,
whatsoever.
we
That's
stalk
what
you.
happened.
We do stalk you on social
Stalk
media.
people, yes,
That's how
ma'am.
we get folks here. Is we stalk them and say, "Come on to the Groove Studios and have a good time and share your musical journey, man." So, tell us, how did it all get started from you? Did it start? Go ahead. I don't want to say. You go ahead, take it.
Did you come out of the womb playing and singing and doing everything? How did it start for you?
Pretty much, but of course there was a push from my dad. He played trombone in the Marine Corps band. So
Oh.
when we were young, my brothers and sisters, he took us to a music store and told us to pick out an instrument in the store. And it was 3 of us, and at that time I picked the guitar, and everybody picked the instrument, and then he made us rehearse or practice every day.
So y'all had your own band. Y'all had
We
your
did
own
actually.
band. Did you?
We did, yeah. We
Your
had a little
bro-
family
Your
thing.
siblings, huh?
Yeah.
And
Did you guys
Dad
have a
play?
name for the band?
It was just our name. It wasn't anything special. We used to play just functions in the neighborhood.
And what area was that again?
He was in the military, so we
Okay.
moved around a lot. Barstow, Virginia, Hawaii. We was all over the place.
Really?
Oh, you're a
When I was
military
young.
brat. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Army brat.
Now, for you being an Army brat, what was talk about the difference in school now that we don't have music in the schools unless you send your kid to a particular music school. What was music education like when you were coming up, and how did that influence you aside from your family?
I can tell you that especially in high school, there came a time where music was almost half my itinerary.
Yeah.
Almost, and it's zeroed out to almost nothing. But I had different types of music. I was doing jazz, I might do piano, but it was different classes available, so there was a lot more available.
Right.
What was the first instrument you picked up?
First was guitar.
Okay.
And I was going to say something about the high school experiences that my parents actually forced me to get into the band. I didn't want to have nothing to do with it.
Why is that? Why is
Like my
that?
mom.
The family.
There's always somebody in the class that's the quiet guy, and I didn't want to have anything to do with it. And I got into, when I started playing, they found out I can write and do everything, and then I ended up being the drum major and all that. And that's what I didn't want to get into.
Okay.
Because they're looking at me to be the leader.
So the drum major. So did you ever think about going to like a historically black school playing in the?
Back then,
Yeah.
I was just going to school.
You was just
And I
going to school. Okay. So who were some of your early influences?
You know what? Back then, when I was in about 10th grade, there was a professor at the UCSD in La Jolla, and there was a group of them like Count Basie, Miles Davis, Dizzy Gillespie, there's a jazz professor who was teaching at the UCSD, and he scouted me out when I was in 10th grade and came to the house and was kind of guiding me. That's an affirmative action thing, was guiding me into the college. And so I was getting an education from some serious. My first concert that I saw was when I was 15, was Count Basie, and I went backstage to talk to him.
Really?
He was like 83.
Yeah,
that's how I started.
Wow.
And so that conversation kept with Miles Davis, because they were all friends with each other.
Okay.
And so they would like say, let's help this one right here and lift him up. And so that started when I was like young.
Did you get a picture with Count?
Yes.
Oh, you got a picture with Count Basie? Man, you should have brought that. You could have showed that people believe.
I still had a little tag, Count Basie, backstage thing.
Now you talked about band and stuff like that. Did you ever get into orchestra, woodwinds? Did you play any of those instruments?
Yes,
strings?
love it. Love
did.
it. Not so much playing, but I learned how to write for every instrument.
Right. So you do composition
and orchestra
and
composition.
scoring. Yeah.
Yes,
Did you tell him about how you were in the orchestra for like 2.5 seconds, and then
What
when
happened?
you left, then they went on to like be like,
That's true.
champions.
The Ozanam strings.
Yeah.
I was a string. I had to. Was I first C string?
Definitely, you were not first chair.
I was
you couldn't
first
have been
chair.
because they asked
I
you to
said
leave.
first seat.
You probably were
I
like
was
fourth
first chair.
fourth chair, maybe.
No, his seat was in the back.
Yeah.
No, I had to quit because
They
I
put him in the
started
colored
smoking
section.
weed at 8, and you couldn't smoke weed and be in the orchestra. I mean,
Oh my
like,
God!
you couldn't
I
smoke
thought we
weed
were
and
gonna
be in.
make it through the show without that coming up at some point. Like,
Hey,
keeping it classy
hey,
shit.
that started cleaning seeds real early. So back to our guest. See, you get me to stray away from that. Back to our guest. So so you were in high school. What did you think your career? Did you think you would extend a career in music, or did you have to say, man, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be an accountant?
There came a time where I needed to make a choice, but that was at the end of college.
Okay.
Where the fork in the road said, you go this way or that way. Because I had a degree in engineering, actually.
Oh wow!
And so, because I was good in math and calculus and all that. So I had to make it. And then I was getting offers for record deals.
Okay.
Well,
so
musicians are usually very good at math.
Yes, exactly. Because everybody in the, I was in the big band in college, and everybody was engineers in the band.
Yeah.
And what college?
UCSD, University of California, San Diego.
San
San
Diego?
Diego.
San Diego.
That's not the one in the Final Four then. San Diego ain't San Diego State in the
We
Final
have
Four?
moved beyond that, okay?
No, I'm just saying. Isn't San Diego State in? Mike,
Yes,
is
I
San
think
Diego
they are
okay.
in the final, but we have.
That's a different college.
He ain't going.
That's something different.
You know, he's gonna bring sports at some point into this conversation.
Just ask the man. So you know what? Tonight we went there. Now we're going to jump all the way to now. What you have going on, your latest release, and then we're going to come back. You know, we zigzag.
Zigzag, that's
Wait,
fine.
we're going to
That's good for me.
zigzag the
That's good
show,
for me.
right?
That's
We're going
good
to
for me.
zigzag the
But
show.
I want to know, did your parents have the rule that you had to finish college before you could make a career in music? So many of our guests, their parents, that was their.
No, we were the first, my sister and I, first to go to college, period.
Oh.
So they were just supporting that
No
and
matter
whatever
what.
we decided, yeah. But I finished. Actually, it was like 5 years plus. It was a hard program.
Now, what was your first gig that you got where you said, like, I can actually do this for a living? Where you like, oh my God, like I can get paid for this and I can do this?
I started getting paid for it like when I was 16.
Yeah.
And but that wasn't the motivation. I just had a passion for it. So it didn't matter about the money or anything.
Yeah.
I can feel that I wanted to do that
Okay.
early on.
So today, right? You hear that in the background.
I do.
What's that we listening to in the background?
That's something I just released, a month ago? A few weeks ago. It's Tell Me If You Still Care, remake of the SOS Band classic.
Yes.
But I asked Richard Elliott to play sax on it.
Is that Shannon Pearson, the singer, my friend Shannon Pearson?
That's
the
your
singer?
friend?
That's my friend. Yeah. I was like, wait a minute, I know Shannon.
So she's on your latest release for this, right?
She's singing. Shannon's singing with Phil Perry on the vocal version.
And you
She's a
guys,
great soprano.
you guys are going to be performing this Friday coming up, right? At
This
the Miracle
Friday,
Theater in
Miracle
Inglewood.
Theater, Inglewood, yes.
And how can you get tickets?
Tickets, concerts.cafe.
Okay.
You just go on there and you'll see my face pop up. And
Okay. And just
tickets,
go-
tickets, yeah.
How can we win tickets? I got a studio audience in the house tonight. Can
Well,
anybody in
hey,
there win
you
some
know,
tickets?
Just send a message. Make
We're
it
gonna
work.
give us. Well, I mean, we're here, right? Somebody can win some tickets or something. They got.
We'll make it work.
We're gonna make it work. They're gonna have to
We'll
do
make it
their
work.
history. Look at your social media.
have a
We're gonna
special
get
link. I
right.
have a
No,
special
we're
link.
gonna give them a question tonight. If they answer,
Okay.
you're gonna have to give away two
We-
free
we got-
tickets.
we got you.
To the studio,
We got
even if it got to come out your pocket. 'Cause I know you like. Somebody got to pay
Yeah,
for
somebody
it.
got it.
There's that Hill District
be
coming
big.
out of you. There's that Hill District.
Or it's gonna come out of his
That
pocket.
Pittsburgh.
Hey, right, it's coming out
Come
of
on.
somebody's
Yeah,
pocket,
from my
right?
pocket. It ain't gonna be mine.
But hey, thank you, Bell Neighbors, man. This is, folks got on Sunday they was drinking.
Oh, they were drinking.
Were they?
They was drinking.
They was drinking?
They was drinking.
This is good wine, though. I don't drink, but this was some really
it was
good
a
wine.
great taste. It was smooth.
The one
too.
that we had last time.
93 out of 100, right?
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, they get 93 out of 100. First, you drink wine?
Yeah, a little.
You know, Red? Well, you gonna have to try some
Taste.
later on. Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna start the show off with what we're hearing right now, and the first release off of that. Do You Still Care? You said with Phil Perry, and you know Shannon
Shannon,
Perry.
yeah, that's a friend of mine.
And then we're gonna go back because we zigzagging
Zigzag,
tonight.
okay, I'm
Right,
ready.
We zigzagging
I'm ready,
tonight. We're
yeah.
going all over your musical
I'm
journey.
ready.
So what you gonna take me away, DJ Reg? What you got for me? Introduce the song. Is Still Care? Do you tell me if you still care? Because I'll mess up a song, right? Is that
It's
it?
okay. No, it's Tell Me Will You Still Care About Me.
Tell
Yeah.
me. Is that what it is? Okay.
You ready?
I'm always ready, baby. Take me away as we do. I said, hey, baby. I thought that's the song.
How come I haven't
DJ
talked to you?
Reg.
What's up?
So we gonna tell them. You know her. So tell people how they can get it. This song.
Oh, this here? This
Yeah,
song right
right
here?
here.
This
Okay,
song
they
is
got it.
everywhere. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Spotify. Pause here.
Let me know. Have you started losing
But I got the
your
video.
love for me?
Oh, yeah.
Right behind you.
Oh, okay.
That's Reg. That's Reg. Reg on top of it.
Will you still continue to be on my side? Do you still care? Do you care about me? You can tell me, baby. Oh, tell me if you still care about me. I was so insecure with you. Do you still want me? I let go of the feeling that you were still all mine, baby. Say it, baby. About me. You don't have to worry, no. Tell me, darling, about me. Must we both go on being confused and placing blame? My heart knows you're my number one. Do you feel the same way too? About me. Oh. About me. Yes, I know could be in the light of you, I would not be thinking about you. Here comes the rain. I don't know how to explain to you what it feels like living without you. Isn't it sad when you think we had the love too good to last? It burned too hot, too fast, too good to last. The best of love gone bad. Ain't it a shame? No one's to blame. But if I swear in the name of you, could you see I need to be with you? Won't you come back? Feeling the hurt from the lack of you. There's so much I still wanna give you.
Today,
Yeah.
Sauvignon, that's right, the rich and full body flavor. It's beautiful dark red hue. Oh, girl, it's good.
Are you excited?
Yeah, you know how I sound, make it sound sexy. Welcome back to We Love Rare Grooves. Tune in to our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, and also Roku channels. Tune in and see us live or always catch the replays of We Love Rare Grooves. And we got our man in the house tonight. It's Kevin Flournoy. He's got that new Tell Me.
Yes.
Do You Still Care? You'll be performing that this week at the Miracle Theater, right?
That's right. That's right. Looking forward to this. It's going to be the first live performance for that show, K-Flow Show Live.
So what made you decide to do that song out of all the many tunes that are out here?
To Tell Me, actually that came to me from an artist I was working with originally. Basically, they was adapting the song just to use the chorus part, and then they rewrote the verses. And so it was a whole different thing. And so I decided just to do the whole song.
Okay.
So I went back in, did the whole song, and then I think about Phil Perry. Be
Okay.
good to be the lead on it.
Oh man, you couldn't pick a better person. That's our guy.
Absolutely.
He's been on our show several times, and we
Now,
always
I'm
like,
reminded of listening to this Night in Tunisia that I believe is playing in the background. You talk about your jazz influence over your upbringing and all the people that you worked with or had the opportunity to be around. How did you develop such an eclectic ear for music? Because as we read your list of people that you've worked with, you've worked with Donny Osmond, who couldn't be any further different from, Night in Tunisia or then the Pointer Sisters. How did you develop such an eclectic ear? Where do you think that came from?
I know exactly where it came from. So when I was young, back in the days, my dad used to like listening to music. He had a collection of records. And so we had that living room, with the plastic and the high
course,
shit.
yes.
And so the
And your
lights
legs
were
get
dim.
stuck to the
And I
plastic.
would hear everything. I'm talking classical. He was playing everything, the jazz, every form, Santana, everything. I heard everything when I was young.
Yeah.
And then when he wasn't there, I would go through all the records and look at the records. And I was hearing everything. So it was natural.
Yeah.
Plus, in radio, when we, became of age where you had the AM, FM radio,
Right.
the stations were playing everything.
Right.
I was listening to John Denver, listening to
Yeah.
everybody,
Yeah.
you know,
Right.
and
Yeah.
all kind of different people, different genres of music, all on the same station.
Love that.
Because that's what stay in my mind. KDK radio used to play the Candy. Remember Sammy Davis, the Candy Man?
Of course,
yeah.
Candyman, which he hated that song so much, but
Right,
it was
I
like
know,
one of
he
his
did.
biggest hits. But my mother
Right.
talked about that when they were kids, being at night. If you stayed up late enough, you could hear radio stations from way out, from different places.
Right,
You know, from
KDK
different
was
cities
all
and stuff. Yeah.
like the one in Pittsburgh was nationwide.
She probably
It
was
the first
listening to one
right,
of those. In
KDK.
Detroit, listening to the Pittsburgh one.
Right, KDK was known.
And it's so interesting because in Cleveland we could pick up out of Detroit CKLW, but you could only pick it up at night.
Right.
And then we also could pick up at night Randy's Record Mart, which is out of Nashville, Tennessee, and that was kind of one of the first stations in the country that played black music. So you could pick it up at night, but not during the day for whatever reasons.
That's why we got the consultant here. You know, consultant. He always play. He knows. He goes back playing basketball with MLK. So we
Oh my
continue the
God.
show.
Wow. Yo, you gonna let him bust you down like that all the
You
time?
know, and Martin Luther King was the point guard, and he never passed. He was always telling me he was in a leadership position.
There you go. See?
Oh my God.
Come back.
So earlier we played some songs from the Emotions, the Pointer Sisters, and also we played a song by a group called, is that the name, Smooth Approach?
That's the name.
Now, I'm gonna let you go down the list and talk to us about how.
Yeah, about the smooth
Smooth
approach.
Approach, right.
Yeah, that's one I hardly remembered. I was amazed that it was on the list.
That's what we
I was
do. We
wondering how
find
did you
those.
get that
That's
and
what
where
we
did
do.
you get it? Because I don't even know where to get it.
And not only we had the video, but they filmed in the
video?
they filmed it in the projects.
But
Can you
I'll
tell?
tell you about that song
Which
though.
projects?
That particular song is something I used to study writing styles of those who were successful in the business, like Babyface and Stevie Wonder. This particular one was me learning how to write like Babyface. So if you listen to the song, you might hear some elements of that flavor.
What's that?
That's
Smooth Approach.
He said,
Yeah,
Every
if you
now-
listen to it, you'll hear
said
in
it
that
sound
time,
like-
it's the 90s
he
when
said,
I was
sound
writing.
like Babyface.
It'll-
Play that back. I'm gonna see
So I
that.
would study the chord structures and the sounds, and then I would kind of write, even though the harmonies on
Right.
Yeah, that
harmonies
very
come
much
in.
sounds like it. Remember when Babyface did
It's
a
like
bunch of
Toni Braxton
soundtrack
type
for,
sound.
for
When he
Boomerang,
did-
when he did the soundtrack
Right.
for Boomerang? It sounds very much like
Yeah,
that.
That's
yeah.
true.
And I used to study him a lot because he was writing all the songs back
Right.
then. And Stevie Wonder, I would do the same thing with everybody, even like study songs from Barbra Streisand and listen to and actually Disney had interesting ways of the way they were writing their songs.
Okay.
And so I would go deep in that like that, and
I
then write
see.
songs based on it.
I see. Okay, I was BSing you, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
now look at it. It sound like it too.
Yeah,
Great job, there. Great job. So, also you were with the Emotions, right? We just played one of our favorite songs from the Emotions. We
Yeah,
loved it.
the Emotions were one of the first groups I played for when I came to LA.
Really?
And so, lead singer, Wanda, we ended up writing music together actually. And so I was young. I have this memory of the first rehearsal. I was playing. A lot of times they get around the piano player to get certain things straight with the chording. And so all three of them were like in front of me. And I was young. I had just came out of a college where I was listening to them on the radio. So this is kind of like, okay, we're singing, we're doing
Right.
Don't Ask My Neighbor, right? And I'm playing, and their voices, the textures are perfect. Because the harmonies are perfect, the airy, and it was right in my ear, and I'm playing Don't Ask My Neighbor. Nobody else is playing. I said,
Right.
oh, this is this is it.
Right.
This is it. And that's how it started.
Okay.
Wow.
And now you're on tour with the Pointer Sisters. How far does that go back?
That's been going. I eventually morphed into the situation where I freelance. So in other words, I can be playing for 2 or 3 different artists at the same time.
Okay.
At Pointer Sisters, I was doing Pointer Sisters at the same time I was doing Donnie Osmond, and I was doing Ronnie Laws at the same time.
Oh,
and so I was bouncing around.
You're getting paid, huh?
There you go.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of
Keep
Keep
coming.
the lights on.
Receipts.
And our heart goes out too when we say the Pointer Sisters, because Bonnie was one of the first artists we had our first year.
Yeah,
when
she
we
was our
started
first big artist that we
eight
had.
years ago, right?
Yeah,
Me-
she's
scared me
the
to death.
favorite. To this day, she was one of my
God
favorites
bless
to
her.
interview.
That's one of our best
Nice.
shows. If you pull
Nice.
that up from 2014,
Yo, she was wild.
as the folks say, it
International
was a
Jazz
hoot.
and Arts
Loved
Festival.
it
It
so much.
was
Layla Hathaway.
As well as
More
Anita.
calm when Anita came on.
Right,
I think
yes.
because Anita's
Go
more
Tech.
dignified. So she
Right.
was more
Oh
calm.
yeah,
like,
Nita. Yeah.
yeah, she would slip and
that
all
say
that.
something, you know. But
Did,
Yeah.
did she say when we were off air, like, I want to get with everybody on here?
Yeah.
And then she looked at you and said, and you too.
Wow.
It was like, it's all in love.
Yeah, we
It's
loved
all
her
in
so
love.
much.
I did about 15 years with them.
Did you?
And I was just playing with them last night
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
in Florida. Yeah.
And you flew
so I
in
flew
and
in
did
this
our
morning.
show, man.
what part of Florida did you fly in?
They do Disney World every.
Oh, Orlando, okay.
Yeah. So we do like a couple of days. Used to be about 3 days, and so it's a high energy show. And you know, it's what's special about them, aside from being iconic artists, is that every song's a hit song when we're playing on stage.
Yeah.
Like every song.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
You
that's
don't
all
get
they
that all
turned
the
out
time,
was
yeah.
hits,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Well, they've been around long enough. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember when they first got started in about 1975, and they were playing small clubs in San Francisco. They were from Oakland, and the daddy was a minister, and then they just been hit after hit, and being in the business for 45 years, you got to be good to last long.
Yes.
Now, can you
Hey,
talk
music
about the
is timeless.
difference business-wise? I'm curious to know, like, the difference between working with Donny Osmond and then working with the Emotions and the Pointer Sisters, like how the music industry was back then as far as, like, business-wise. I'm
Back-
sure it might have been night and day.
Back then-
and smooth
Right.
approach.
Well, as anything, there's different levels of
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
And so, as a musician, you learn how to cope with all the levels.
Right.
For instance, I tell people the story when I got with Donny Osmond. 7 different people called me from different departments before I got on the gig, and one of the calls was. He asked me, so what do you want on stage? What do you want me to buy you? And I'm like, what? What's it? How many keyboards you want? That was different.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
a whole
yeah.
different. That's what
That's
I
different.
mean. That's what I
a whole
mean.
different thing.
Yeah.
He said, send me the list. I said, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You
This
used to
is a
people
different
telling
type
you
of
bring
traveler.
Bring it on a bus with you.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I'm not gonna say who, but yeah.
Now, I remember James Gatson talking about that, how he used to have to bring his whole trap set on the bus,
Yeah,
in
yeah,
LA,
yeah.
to go to a next gig. But-
It's not this. Even like with Donnie, I would get a book and it'd have the hotels I was going to be at a year in advance.
Wow.
They knew where you're going to be.
Yeah.
And everything's booked and ready to go.
So when you ever take
that's just a
those
different
keyboards
level.
home?
You people. When you work with you people, it's pretty good, right?
So were you able to take those keyboards home?
Yeah. I would. Yeah.
You took them home.
right. All right, so the next segment we'll go to. But speaking of that, we will go to the next segment with one of the singles. So the full album is not ready yet. We're playing singles.
Yeah.
today.
I just started releasing singles in November.
Okay.
And so there's going to be a lot of music being released this year because it's under my name.
Okay.
So I worked with everybody before that, but it's,
Okay.
as a producer.
Okay.
But now I put myself out in front and ask, like, whoever I'm playing with, like, the reason why I called Phil, Phil was one of the first people I played with, too. There was a club up in Oakland called, what was it? He should
What
know.
was the club? What was the
Everybody,
club in Oakland?
everybody in Oakland. Everybody was playing there in the 90s.
Jeffries?
It was on Powell Street, I think.
Come on, you the historian for
Come on,
Oakland.
Mr. Oakland.
Mr. Oakland.
You know,
like
the,
Mr. Slash
this-
Mr.
Everybody.
Ohio?
I played there
Yeah.
with Howard, with Phil Perry.
Yeah, I know.
Jody Watley was playing. Everybody was playing
Oh,
there
I
back
love
in the
Jody
day.
Watley.
It'll come to you when we come
Yeah,
back out next set. I'm sure it'll come
Yeah,
back to you, Robert,
And,
right?
and that's where I first started playing with Phil.
Okay.
And so what happens is when I do my thing, I'll go back and maybe call somebody who I worked with.
Okay.
And say, would you like to work with this song with me? So that's including everybody. Donnie's actually done one with me already.
Oh,
Donnie
Donnie.
Osmond.
Okay, so it'll be coming out on the new album.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
You can bring the Partridge family here. They can
Yeah,
roll up
yeah.
to the bus.
It's not the Partridge
They are
family,
not
man.
the Partridge family.
Not the Partridge,
You're
man.
outrageous.
The Osmonds, man.
They're the Osmonds. They have their own name.
They had their
They
own
worked
show.
very hard for that.
Yeah,
They had
They've
their
been
own
on TV since they were
register-
kids.
They had their own register singers, you know, in Vegas.
They all look the same to me.
Oh my
They all got the same smile. That's what they all have.
And the same money too.
In the same. Well,
Got you. All right, now we got to cut now. So the next song we're gonna play tonight is "You All I Need."
Yeah, that's something I wrote. Recently released it a couple months ago.
Okay, take me away, DJ Reg. Are we ready, Max Julian? We good? I see you.
I've searched the world for a love that would prove me wrong, prove me right. So in other words, I've been looking for you each night. Feels so new, it's like paradise. And in time, I'll say I do with open eyes. You're all I need. You bring out the best part of me. You make a difference in my everyday. Brace me for the storms, chase the clouds away. No more goodbyes. You're the only one I need in my life. You're all I see. You know that you're all I need. Time after time, I was the lonely one. Then suddenly, what was wrong turned out right. I can feel the rays of sun washing over me, so warm, so new. Feels like summertime. A never-ending dream that keeps coming true, and I know why. Things have been going wrong long enough to know everything is right. Been walking in the dark long enough to know I finally seen the light. Been losing long enough to know when I find the one. And even a blind man can tell when he's walking in the sun. I've cried enough tears to know this feeling called a smile. I've been bottom rung long enough to know when I'm doing it in style. Been running long enough to know there's no more need to run. And even a blind man can tell when he's walking in the sun. say a word, just walk away. 'Cause I don't need to know. Every day seems to bring more madness as I try to forget this time.
I'm somewhat hesitant to say a word. Some assurances are best left unheard. But if I'm right, Jah just bless me this time. Give me something special to help me heal my mind. Tengo ganas, ay, tengo ganas de darte un pedacito de mi corazón, de mi corazón. Yo no quiero perder tu amor, yo me quedo satisfecho en tus brazos. Well, I must admit that I've been in love before. So all these little promises.
Kick off the jazz season at the 4th Annual Dimely International Jazz and Arts Festival, featuring the incomparable Layla Hathaway, Marcus Miller, Huge Groove, Down to the Bone, Jazz and Pink, and more. It's happening Saturday, April 29th at the Dignity Health Sports Park Tennis Stadium in the city of Carson. You won't want to miss this exciting day of incredible music, arts, and culture. Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. The 4th Annual Dimely International Jazz and Arts Festival featuring Layla Hathaway, Marcus Miller, and more. Go to AXS.com and get your tickets today.
Jazz and Arts Festival.
Are you going?
Yes, we're going.
Are we going?
Yes, we should be going.
Okay. Are we going to have to break in the back
no,
door?
No, I'm trying to see if we can get up and host.
Oh, okay, good.
So get your tickets today. Go online, wherever you get your tickets at. I think it's Annex. But if you go to the social media page for Domley Jazz and Arts Festival for Layla Hathaway and Marcus Miller, you will definitely be able to purchase the tickets.
If they only had those two artists, it would be
I
worth
would
it.
show up, yep.
I said if they had no one else.
I'm
We
gonna
would
try
take
to get some tickets to so we can give away the next couple weeks, right? And then we're gonna bring us a basket with some Bell Navis wine with us too, and sit out as a picnic.
Yeah, they ain't
Oh,
worth
are
it.
we?
Yes, we are.
They going to let us come in with liquor?
Yeah. Well, you know how to sneak it in.
Yeah.
You know.
True.
You know how to
This is
sneak it in.
true.
I guess you do, huh?
Yeah. I've had to sneak several things in before.
We don't want to know.
Kevin, are you enjoying yourself in the Groove Studio?
We don't really want to know.
It's a beautiful
I'm having
experience.
fun, yes. You taking me places, you know.
Right,
Yeah, that's what we do.
because you do your own show. Don't you do the Cave Flow
Yes,
show?
in development. So I've
Oh,
done
it's
about
in
7
development.
episodes. I got it on
Okay.
YouTube, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm getting ready for something big.
So hopefully you'll pick up a couple things from us today and use in your
Oh,
show.
yeah, I'm learning.
Man, it's a pleasure having you here.
Absolutely.
So the last music we went into was "You're All I Need." That's one of the new singles, and
Right.
tell us about that, and then we'll get into some of the other artists. And Shantini is going to do you in 60 seconds. I don't know how that came out, but
I
she's going to do you.
actually would not just do you in 60 seconds, but I will ask you questions in 60 seconds. I don't want you to put that out there and have that. I don't want that kind of reputation.
I don't think that was a reputation.
I just wanted to clear that up. I'm going to ask you questions, and you're going to have to answer them in 60 seconds.
You're not a 60-second type of young
I'm
lady.
definitely not. And
60.
scene.
You looking at us like we got here. I know, like
This is how we do.
You like I thought the interview was about me, but they get ready to go somewhere. So tell us about You're All I Need.
So that is after I did the remake, the first Tell Me, I wanted to do alternate with something I wrote.
Okay.
Yeah, lyrically, you know, to showcase that. Also showcasing that I'm using some younger talent.
Okay.
And some diverse younger talent. You know, from different.
And who was that diverse younger talent?
Yeah, the first guy, Ryan Song, is the first vocalist up on that song. And I actually went to high school with his dad.
Okay.
So,
there's a connection.
and so, and the second, actually, I'll move to Anya Neeson's the last vocalist there, and she's been singing background and working in the studio with me on like a lot of stuff. You like Tell Me, different. It's her voice mixed in with Shannon Pearson.
Okay. Let's see
So
if we
she's,
can catch her at the Tiny Room Studios on Monday nights.
Whatever, yeah,
You got to come here and we jam here on Mondays.
On Mondays?
Yeah, we jam.
Okay, I think I've seen some clips of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and so I just wanted to showcase some talent there, showcase some writing skills, and there it was.
Who was the first artist that you worked with and you said to yourself, God, I really made it? Like you had to call home and be like, Mom, like you would not believe. I
had a couple of moments like that.
I'm sure, yeah, we can.
Because when I started, it's like work, right? You just going for it. But there was one incident where I was at home in San Diego with my mom, dad, and the phone rang. It was Dionne Warwick, and my mom answered, and then gave the phone to me. Said, Dionne's on the phone, and the question was, she said, would you like to come? I wasn't playing with her at the time. She said, I'd like to bring you to New York to watch me do a show, and then you can play, play.
That sounds like her. You
that was
come
kind of
watch me first.
Yeah, watch me. Yeah, check it out first. And so, but
that's big.
That's always kind of interesting because she
got your number.
Yeah.
Right.
That was great.
That was back when you had to actually call somebody and hope they was at home and
answer the phone.
leave a message and that sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I started off, like with Ronnie Laws playing jazz.
Yeah.
I went to first vocal thing, which was a major tour, was Tina Marie for 3 years.
Wow.
And so being on stage with that, there's an experience that we have where you're playing that kind of music, and all her hit songs, and you're on stage with it. And you're in the middle of Square Biz, and you're just there. It's in the '90s, and so there's some a moment there. I had a friend who played bass for like Michael Jackson. He used to say. So he's playing bass, and then sometimes he was like, Michael's doing this thing, and it's like, I'm what's going on here?
Yeah,
I'm right there with Michael.
But we have those moments.
That you have that moment to reflect because you have worked with so many people that sometimes it'll pass you by and you don't enjoy the moment.
Same thing with Shaka.
Yeah.
And
let me ask you one quick question about, and take you back. You were playing music in high school, and then you went and got an engineering degree. And then you started playing music again. Tell me about your college life.
College life was twofold. So I was studying the engineering, which was very good. I was very difficult actually. I specialized in communication theory, which had to do with satellites and NASA and all that.
Oh my goodness.
So and the last 2 years of my college, I actually worked during the summer at Teledyne Ryan Electronics for 3 months. And I was getting that flavor going on.
Yeah.
At the same time, it was almost like my minor is music theory.
Okay.
So I was doing that and getting the training from Jimmy Cheatham, the professor from New York. And he was bringing all the Count Basie's, and I was getting that. And he would select some of the students to give special training to.
Okay.
So I found myself always in his office, and he's laying down, because it's not only about playing the music, it's a spiritual thing, and he's trying to teach you. You're 18, 19, you don't know nothing about it.
Right.
Now, when we played like Count Basie, like the big band, for instance, the first time I played a solo, it was a fast song called Wind Machine, Count Basie song. And I was playing, he would stop the whole group and say, what are you doing? To me, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And he said, who are you listening to? It's all wrong. And you're young, and you're coming out of high school thinking you got it together, but you don't know anything about anything, because it's about life experience.
And you know, you probably were just playing the music the way it was written, as opposed to actually playing. And that's the difference you can hear in like the black big bands versus the white big bands when you listen to the differences in the way that they play.
There's a disconnect from the life experience.
Exactly.
Because you haven't experienced
We experienced something. Yeah, exactly. That's
so,
right.
So yeah, and he would say a lot of those saxophone, like the tenor saxophone players from the past, with the way they would sound, it's groans and emotions coming out of that tenor saxophone. It's based on their life.
Right.
That's so true. That's why they used to trip about Michael when he was 5 and 6 years old. They were like, he's 5 and 6 years old. Like, how is he singing like someone that's like been through all of this life experience?
And so he used to teach me in college. I learned. He said, "This is the way you're going to make money. After you graduate here, you got to think of music in terms of inhale and exhale, and it's a life thing, not just all exhale or inhale in terms of the listener. Play and let them digest, and there's a play there going on. And he told me when I play with vocalists that you can't just be doing this all for the whole playing fast, and take your time, let it breathe. And that was, I was just listening at the time, but that's how I got a lot of gigs.
Man,
give and take.
This sounds like the wine. Exhale, inhale.
It's a dance.
Let it breathe. Let the Belle Davis breathe.
He would go even deeper. It's called childbirth. He was going deep. He was going deep. And I'm sitting in the office, young, like, oh,
you're like, childbirth? What? I just want to play.
He was going there.
So as we continue on, we're talking about Chaka Khan. We played a song.
Shaka Khan.
You went on
B-side,
the B-side,
right?
right?
We went straight
We
on
love
the
the
B-side.
B-side,
Love that
yeah.
song.
Rufus, interesting. Last year, I toured with Shaka last year, right? And when they opened up everything, it was time to go. She was excited to get out, so we had a week worth of rehearsal to do. And she got a tour bus and the whole bit, right?
Right.
And, I haven't been on a tour bus in a while. You get older, that tour buses.
No stuffiness too.
We don't want them stories right now. It's the family.
Especially sleeping in them tour buses.
But her thing is interesting. You picked Rufus because she was in that mindset. I want to go back there. So we learned almost every song off a lot of the songs for the Rufus.
That's
Not
what
that we
Shaka
played
I
them in the
loved.
concert.
But you learned
it was fun. It was beautiful.
What was the one that was with Rufus before? We had her on here. I wonder if you worked with her.
Paulette.
Paulette. Did you work with Paulette?
No, I didn't.
I think she started with the Rufus before. Yeah, remember? That's been
like
so.
2014.
Yes, like 7 years ago she was on, but she worked with Rufus before. I think Shaka.
Right. Right. Yep.
As I was learning some of the songs from which I didn't know from the records of Rufus, and I was playing some of the stuff and learning it. And I said, this stuff is music. Like music. The writing, the recording, it's not so much the same sometimes with some of the gigs I do now.
Okay.
But it was deep, even though it doesn't sound deep. You're listening to Shaka and it just sounds beautiful, but it's deep sonically.
Yeah.
Now, we taking you on that musical journey. What is it, Laura Gennaro? You remember?
Oh, yeah.
Lori.
Is it Lori or Lori?
Lori.
Okay.
Now you saying I'm on this song playing?
That's what. Well, you know her, and you play.
No, I play live with her.
Yeah, you play
That's
live.
back
Okay.
in this long time ago.
Okay, so maybe they thought you had played.
That's back in them
live.
days. I got to the point where when
forgot
you're
we
paying your
played 'em.
dues.
Right.
When you're paying your dues, I'm doing 2 gigs a day. Every
Yeah.
day.
Okay.
And so we're just running, doing the thing. And so I remember.
That's how we do on We Love Rare Group. We bring it back.
Yeah.
We
You
see
brought it back there,
brought it.
yeah.
And then we got what is it? Big Mountain. Talk to me.
That was my first
Tango got
success, Billboard success as a producer. Big Mountain had a hit that was on the charts for 39 weeks.
Wow.
Peter Frampton remake called "Baby I Love Your Way."
Oh yeah.
And so I was playing in the group, and they knew I produced, so they brought me on the second single after that called "Sweet Central Love."
That's
And
what
then
we're getting ready to
I
play.
hit Billboard,
Okay.
yeah. So I hit Billboard for that, and then I was in the game.
All right. Well, we got a couple other songs here. We're gonna play those. We're gonna come back and do Shantini in 60 seconds. We're gonna let you taste a little Belle Davis wine. Folks, hey, that studio audience, we got a couple of questions for you. So you need to Google Mr. Flournoy here and see if you can answer these questions and win some tickets for this Friday at the Miracle Theater.
That's right, Friday.
With Phil Perry.
And who's
What
on
a
the
shame.
set with him? Shannon, Phil Perry.
We got Shannon, Phil Perry, Lamont Dozier Jr.
Lamont Dozier. He's been on our show before. We love Lamont.
Lamont, yeah. This is
God,
like
that's gonna be a great
It's
show.
gonna be a good show. It's gonna be a great show.
Okay. DJ Rad, you want to take me away with a little bit of some more Kevin there? What we have coming up? No one featuring Rebecca Jade. Oh, you went video.
Yeah.
That's all Reggie do.
Yeah, I know. I sent him the link and he go video. I ain't even. I just sent you the. You went got the dog in there and everything.
I just want you close, where you can stay forever. You can be sure that it will only get better. You and me together through the days and nights. I don't worry 'cause everything's gonna be alright. People keep talking, they can say what they like, but all I know is everything's gonna be alright. No one, no one, no one can get in the way of what I'm feeling. No one, no one, no one can get in the way of what I feel for you. And the rain is pouring down, and my heart is hurting. You will always be around. This I know for certain. You and me together through the days and nights. I don't worry 'cause everything's gonna be alright. People keep talking, they can say what they like, but all I know is everything's gonna be alright. No one, no one, no one can get in the way of what I'm feeling. No one, no one, no one can get in the way of what I feel.
Ay, mamita, eres mi princesa. Yeah, yeah. Abada gang, gang, gang. Siempre contigo, mi amor. Alright. This your natural loving. Escúchame. Hoy, hoy. Por favor, no me dejes, ay no, mami. Por favor, no me avientes, mi amor. Tienes el poder de quitar mi dolor y yo no deseo más que tu sabor. Todo que haces lo haces sensual. Nadie en el mundo me hace sentir igual. Eres mi estrella y eres mi paz, mami. Y sabes tú que a ti te quiero más. Well, it seems suddenly I've been overtaken by the one thing that I've been calling for. Te estoy rogando, mi amor. Fool's love is so full of heartache. I play it cool, let it happen naturally. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. My love, this your natural loving. Ooh, yeah. This your supernatural love. Ay, mamita. This your natural loving. A super love. Mi vida, yo no quiero esperar. Quiero darte lo más que te puedo dar. I'm hoping that you have the patience to feel it. Óyelo. Ain't no use in backing out. Can only go forward now. Just don't feel the need to fight.
And Max Julian gonna get us on VR in a minute, man. We're gonna be on virtual reality, right, Max Julian?
Are we gonna be like augmented
Right.
people?
We're here with our
listen to that. Listen to that.
fabulous guest, Kevin Flournoy. It's a bad man. If y'all don't know, y'all know tonight. Y'all know tonight, man. Again, asking you again, you enjoying yourself? Did you taste the wine?
Oh yeah, this is smooth.
Is it smooth?
Yeah, did you taste? You know,
Yeah,
you
it,
know,
no,
you
I
already know,
haven't
don't you?
tasted it.
Yeah, I was like,
I haven't
wow.
tasted it. It's smooth as
Well, I have.
I have not.
We
I don't
see.
drink. You see.
I don't either. I'm just wondering.
Right. Listen, they told me to stop going to rehab to drink this. That's how good this is.
Wow. Wow.
That good.
Hey, we got a little segment we do, Shantini in 60 seconds. So she's gonna ask you some. She ain't gonna do you in 60 seconds. She's gonna ask you some rapid fire questions in 60 seconds. Am I correct?
Yes, me, Shantini.
Oh, okay.
And I want. Don't be scared.
Don't be
I don't bite.
Be
I don't
very
bite.
scared.
I advise you to be scared, man. Scared.
I don't bite unless
Scared.
you unless she asks.
I love a woman that don't bite.
Unless she asks. Then so I'm going to ask you a series of random questions in 60. You have to answer them in 60 seconds or less. I want you to think about this as a metronome. We're in 120 time. Do not let him distract you, okay? Are you ready? All right. What was your first job?
Parking attendant.
Your favorite song to perform?
Stevie Wonder.
Which one?
You only got 800.
Name.
Well, I wish.
I wish. I love that one. Name a lover gave you.
I love what?
A lover. A name that a lover has
Hi,
given
honey,
you.
sweetheart.
Big Daddy.
Sugar pie.
Sugar pie. That's cute. Greatest piece of advice that anyone's ever given you.
Stay strong. Focused.
I was born in 1984. What were you doing then?
Smoking weed.
Studying in college.
If you could record or produce an album for a celebrity that is deceased, who would it be?
Luther Vandross.
If you hadn't made a career in music, what would you have done instead?
Electrical engineering.
If you could live again as an animal, which one would it be?
Tiger.
Which superpower would you want? Invisibility, flying, or reading minds?
Invisibility.
Dream artist to work with that is living?
Celine Dion.
There you go.
Man, you made it. We were kind of skeptical on
I got a slow start.
real slow start, like you was smoking weed.
All right, that college education is paying off, boy. That mind's still good.
Yeah, I got.
Hey,
Now you can breathe.
You ready for the Dusty of the Week? Brought to you by Sweet Life SoCal.
We don't cough anymore for the dusty.
I know.
I think because of COVID, we stopped.
right.
COVID stopped
Right,
us
that
from
COVID
coughing.
stopped it,
For
yeah.
those people who
whole
don't
lot.
know, the Dusty is the records, the 45s and the vinyls that you pull out of your grandmother's or your mother's basement, and you have to blow the dust off,
Or my basement.
or his basement.
Yeah,
And you have
exactly.
to blow the dust off because it's been in
God,
there so
you
long,
played
and
with
so that's why
Martin
we call
Luther
it the
King.
Dusty.
Say something though.
What were you gonna say?
I'll tell you about interesting about the questions, right?
Uh-huh.
When somebody asks me, or this is normal, and they say play something on the piano, I know thousands of songs.
Right.
I can't think of a single.
Right,
one. I
yeah.
know.
And that's
We would
what
actually have
happened.
to tell you what to
I
play.
don't. I don't.
Right.
That happened when I was young. Yeah, play something.
Yeah.
So the Dusty of the Week is brought to you by Sweet Life SoCal Digital Magazine. That's right. It's a magazine that's online. It's coming out with their spring edition right now. So go to SoCalSweetLife.com, and we are in the episode. We got an ad in there again.
I know. Again, they featured us again.
That featured us again, our new ad.
They're
So
very loyal to us.
tonight, what's our Dusty? I don't even, is this a Dusty?
Yeah, it's Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Hope that we can be together.
With Sharon Page.
Uh-oh, somebody
Wow,
had a flashback.
flashback.
Uh-oh. Did you have a flashback? What did that make you think of? Or who did that make you think of?
He said-
Careful.
Big Jimmy said,
Careful. Careful. I
That's
might
what-
get jealous. Uh-oh, he said, ooh, wee.
Right,
Uh-oh.
that's how
She must
your
have been
first couple of
somebody.
kids got started. That's what it reminded me of. We got Robert Brooks and out, man. You gonna give us some love tonight. Next week you give us some love. Okay. Hey, we got the question when we come back. If anybody know what city was Kevin born in to get 2 tickets for this coming show this Friday night, March 31st, Miracle Theater, Inglewood Theater.
Cleveland,
not
Ohio,
TV.
I'm telling you. Okay, I'm sorry.
Dusty of the Week, take me away.
Hey, baby. Where you been?
Shannon Pearson, your friend.
Yes.
That's how we're going to do is we close out here
She's a
tonight
singing
on
one,
We Love
honey.
Rare Grooves. She's a singing.
We just still
Go
can. She
ahead.
can really sing.
Let
She
me
really-
hear you do it, though. Come on, give me a little bit.
What am I singing? Tell me, would you still care about me? That's it.
Can I sing in the background?
Did you hear that?
In the background, right?
Well, maybe,
In the
well,
black-
maybe
tone,
not.
nice tone.
You
Maybe
put her on,
not.
man.
Yeah,
I
it's
sing
a
with
nice
all of
song.
them.
I like
Put it down.
Yeah.
So as we close out the show, anybody in our studio audience know what city Kevin was born in for tickets for this coming Friday?
Cleveland, Ohio, sir.
Anybody?
Anybody want to take a guess?
Oh, Virginia?
No, the audience has to guess
Oh,
it for the
well,
ticket.
I don't know either. I want a ticket.
You,
Come on, Detroit. Somebody said Detroit. Come on.
Los Angeles, bing, there we go. Am I right?
said
Is
Los
that
Angeles?
Who
That's
said
it,
Los
Los
Angeles?
Angeles.
I heard it come out. Make sure,
yes.
make sure we get that
Ring the
guy's
bell,
name for
ring
2
the bell,
tickets.
okay.
2 tickets for Friday. Okay, as we do 2 tickets, and we're gonna give you a half a bottle of wine to take with you.
Half a bottle.
Half a
About
bottle.
to be a
The
quarter.
budget is tight. All right.
What Chris Rock
We got
said.
to do what we can
I'm
do.
about to just give you 50 cent worth. Man, we are honored to have you come out after you just got off the road too.
I know he
thanks for
just
having
flew
Right.
in. That's
just flew
wild.
in and give us your presence here at We Love Rare Grooves. It means a whole lot to us. And what we like to do for our guests is honor them for coming on our show. So from our team here, the consultant Robert A., DJ Reg, our boy DJ DeVoe is not with us tonight, Shantini, myself, our publicist Danielle,
Yeah.
sponsor Belnavis Christian, our boy over here at Satin Touch Production that will take care of you after this. Make sure y'all connect Big Jimmy and the studio here at the Tiny Room. We just want to give you appreciation of what you have done through your career as the We Love Rare Grooves.
Live mic.
Somebody got to
Live
take a
mic.
picture of somebody, so they're going to take it. I mean, it's,
Yeah,
you
this
know,
is
it's a
beautiful.
little token.
Yeah, this is beautiful. It's more than a little token. It's a big token.
And we want to keep.
And you can't use it as a paperweight, okay?
We want you
Gotta
to
put it up
keep
there
up
with
the
the rest of your
fabulous
awards.
work. Tell people how they can stay connected to you, all your social media page, and Kevin at this and Kevin at that.
Yeah, Instagram is the main one, Kevin.Flow, F-L-O. And then just my name. If you pull it on YouTube, if you want to see all the videos, just pull my name up, Tell Me If You Still Care in there, and all the videos will pop up. I have my own artist channel on that. And Facebook, there's my name, Kevin Flournoy, with the number 1 after it. And so, yeah, those are the main ones.
All right. So we're gonna see you this Friday night then, right?
Friday night, March 31st, 7 o'clock. I'm actually going to start playing about 8.
Okay.
But to come in, and there's going to be a nice energy in the room because of the support system I got coming out.
Yeah.
Right. You got Phil Perry coming in.
Yeah.
I know.
Let's see, homie coming home.
Yes. Yeah.
And so we Shantini and I be there. We're gonna bring you on stage.
Right on.
All right. We're just gonna bogart our way.
Just go
Right,
make it
that's
happen.
I'm coming through the back door.
Right. Here's the magazine. I didn't have it earlier. Sweet Life Digital SoCal Magazine. Pick it up today online. They do have hard copies, but it's digital.
Yeah.
But we get the hard copy, and I just like to see.
Yeah,
our
they featured us a
photographs.
few.
It's
Yeah, they
on-
featured
all
us
right,
again.
all
Yeah.
right, we got hard copy.
Yeah, I need that. I need a copy of
I
that
love
for my
that.
paperwork.
And we right next to Domley too. Subscribe today, 1 year, $24.95 for 4 issues, 2 years, $39.95. So pay online at sweetlifesocal.com.
I love that.
Nice.
All right, nice.
And Kevin, let me just say, there's always people who are foundational to the music business. And, they don't always get the front page and, the headlines. And they're you. And because you done unlike Chantini, don't want to say you done everybody, okay? And so I'm just very appreciative to meet you because I did not know before, I didn't know you. And then I looked you up and said, damn.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Congratulations.
Well, that's probably why he stays working. Is because he sticks to the music and he sticks to the business portion of it, and he doesn't need to be in the headlines and all that. And that's why he's
Having
consistently.
bodyguards,
That's why he
he
consistently
walk-
works. Because there's plenty of people that are in the headlines that aren't working. And they ain't
He
got no
can walk
money.
anywhere he's on. You want to go,
That part.
who's that?
Are you gonna do,
Right.
Are you gonna do physical albums with your new release? Are you gonna do some albums?
Oh, yes. You're going to
Okay.
see everything.
Are you gonna do vinyl?
You gonna
Yeah,
do
you're gonna
vinyl?
see
Good.
all of it.
Okay.
this
So
year.
you're gonna sign
Videos,
it, you're
vinyl,
gonna send
yeah.
it. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right, we
You're going
look
to get
forward to
everything.
it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So again, we want to thank the Tiny Room Studios here in Inglewood, California. Give them a call. This is a great studio. If you need to do any type of rehearsing, live videos, anything like that, tell them We Love Rare Groove sent you, so they know. When we start talking about, hey, how many people heard it on the show? Hey, you know what I'm talking about, Max Julian? You know. I know.
You won't get a discount, but it's a wonderful place to be in.
Exactly.
We want to thank our wonderful sponsor, Bell Navis. That's right, Bell Navis.
Yeah.
Wine Spirits. This is great. Man, like I said, the sommelier sitting there. Did I call him sommelier?
Is that who you trying to be? You trying to be a Somalia?
I'm trying to be a
Oh,
sommelier.
okay.
Not from
All right.
Somalia, but a sommelier.
Oh my God.
Okay. Bell Navis is staying with us. Wine and Spirits. There's some good things coming up with them. Stay with us. We'll make sure you know all the information. And don't forget about the Dominic Jazz Art and Jazz Festival coming up April 29th, April 30th, featuring Marcus Miller. He should be here. Our publicist, Danielle, said he should be here next Tuesday, but they haven't confirmed. But I'm going to put it out there.
Since she praying.
Right, I'm putting it out
We
there.
all
in spirit
praying.
along
Come
with
on.
Layla Hathaway. And then also coming up April 8th, the Black Music Festival. It's free. Downtown Los Angeles, Cool Modi, Loose Ends Climax. And it'll be fun. Live entertainment, live poets, food. It's a great time. We had to move it because of the weather, but now it'll be a great time. And also, we saw at Sweet Life Digital Magazine. There we go. So I want to thank our studio guests in the audience. Give yourself a hand. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Everybody that's
Hey.
listening all over the globe, thank you again for tuning in. Please subscribe to all of our social media.
Yes, our Instagram, Facebook, We Groove Entertainment, Twitter. Follow us.
YouTube.
All of that.
All that.
We're going to start giving away prizes for people who subscribe, right? I think we're going to do
You
that.
think we should do that?
Yeah, we'll start getting, because we got to get up to 5,000 subscribers on Roku.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll do it. But we'll be here, same time, same group channel, same group date, next Tuesday with Marcus Miller. If he's not here, then we're just going to play some of his music. How about that?
Works for
and
me.
then we coming
Yeah.
back with Cool Modi.
That's right.
After that, also coming up in June, we got Incognito.
And I know the whispers are on the way.
Right, the Whispers is
love
on
the
the way.
Whispers.
And guess who else I talked to?
Who?
Lonnie Liston Smith.
Oh.
Why y'all? No, that's
I don't know
my boy.
why that made me laugh.
Man, come on, I cleaned a lot of
Yeah,
scenes off his album. Again, but
That's a live one, right?
that's an inside joke. But again, tune in. Thank you so much for being part of We Love Rare Grooves. Hey, Kevin, did you
Good
check that out
night.
right there,
Colleen,
man?
thank you so
Because
very
that's
much
right.
for your support, Colleen.
Yeah.